Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of Rifleman Adventures. Today, this video is going to be here at home. We have found that we have a mouse problem in our shed. We have 9 chickens, as you've seen in other videos, and we found that a mouse has actually been getting in their food.
When a chicken spider killing the other chickens.
Yeah.
While I'm trying to get home.
So we've tried conventional mouse traps, and this mouse we're dealing with is way too smart. So today we went out and Luca pulled out this mouse trap that we're going to give it a shot. It's a live trap. So we're going to pull it out of the box.
I know how to open this box.
Yep, we're going to bait her up, and then we're going to see what happens if we can actually catch the mouse. We've actually seen them on multiple occasions as we're cleaning out the shed or working in the shed, but he's eluded us every time we've been trying to catch him. So let's see, this is the trap. It's a live trap, so it has a trap door. They go in, but they can't come out. So we can actually relocate them. I don't know what we'll do with them yet, but this should be a good video, so we're excited to try it. But here's the trap. It's a Billy Bob catch and release mouse trap. So let's see, wait, let me see how this works here.
I think it just pulls out.
Well, we should probably read the instructions, but as you can see, the door's open, so they go in, and then there's this where we put the food. When they step on that, it actually tilts upward and drops the door, and it's only a one-way door, so then they can't come out, and then they're trapped in there. So like I said, it's the Billy Bob catch and release mouse trap. So let's get this baited up, and we're gonna give it a shot. Alright guys, so we got our bait, which is gonna be peanut butter with a little bit of chicken food put on top of it, because that's what he's been eating. And let me tell you what, he or she, the mouse, has been really liking peanut butter lately. So we're gonna put a good glob of it back here. Let's see. I should have grabbed a spoon, but I didn't, so just go like this. Okay, then the back door opens up back here. I just realized that for the past 5 minutes I was not recording, so let me run through this with you guys again. So now we're in the shed, and let me show you guys what I'm dealing with. So here's our chicken food, and this is where the mouse or multiple mice have been chewing a hole through the bag, and they've actually made like a little feed area for themselves right here. So I've been using just a regular mouse trap, and for the past week, every single day, multiple times a day, they have been licking all the peanut butter off my trap without setting it. And I've tried different amounts of peanut butter, different ways to get them to set it off, and haven't had any luck. So we decided we'd try these new traps, which I already baited because I thought I was recording, but here it is. So we got some peanut butter back in here with some chicken food sprinkled on top, a little bit more chicken food back here. So we're gonna set it right now, which is super sensitive, and I like that. So now it's set. They'll run back here and step on this green lever back here, which should drop the door down. So we're just gonna put it right here next to the feed bag. Let me show you guys here. We're just gonna put it right here. And I know that they've been going behind these bags, so I'm hoping this will be close enough that they'll just be able to smell that peanut butter and go right in. So we're gonna give it about an hour. We're actually gonna go fish. Luke wants to go fish, so I'm gonna put a pause on this video and go make another video of us fishing real quick, and we'll be back in about an hour and a half, and I'm guessing we should have a mouse in here if everything goes well, because every time I've set that other mouse trap, within an hour it seems like the peanut butter's been licked off. So fingers crossed we'll be back and have a mouse. So I'll catch you guys here in about an hour and a half and let you guys know what we find out. All right, you guys, it is the next day from setting those mouse traps, and we are gonna go see what we caught. We actually took a peek late last night, and I know that both the traps have something in them, so we want to show you guys and reset the traps and give you a little review of what I thought about the traps. So first of all, let's go open up the shed and show you guys what we found. We got two. Alright, so here's first little mouse. Don't touch, don't touch. Just let me show him first. He's right back up here in this corner. Okay, leave it there. Leave it, leave it.
Oh, why? Why?
Because I don't want you to touch it yet.
You see another mouse too.
Yep, that's why we're not going to touch it. Okay, and then our second trap, which I just decided to do on a whim, right here. Actually looks like Mr. Mouse is sleeping. Oh, this guy might have passed away last night.
Want me to see? Want to see that?
Okay, 1 sec. I don't want you to touch him. So, that actually brings up the point I wanted to talk about in this video, is these traps have worked sweet. So that's the other point I want to bring up about these traps. So these traps have worked awesome. I mean, for a week straight, I've been using just standard mouse traps that snap shut, and they've been able to get away. I mean, 2 to 3 times a day I've been baiting those traps, and every single time they've gotten the bait without setting it off. Might be user error. I can actually hear another mouse behind me somewhere. But anyways, it might be user error on how I'm baiting the traps, but I've had a bunch of success with them in the past. Like, they're pretty simple to use, pretty straightforward, and for whatever reason, the mice in the shed are just too smart for it. So one day of having these, and we've caught 2 right off the bat. I mean, probably only being out a few hours. But the downside to this that I see is now I am stuck with the decision of relocating them or dispatching them. And it's not something I really thought about much yesterday when we got the traps. Buddy, please. I don't want you playing with it. Alright, we're gonna try this again. This is the 4th take of me trying to do this. Luca doesn't quite understand that you have to be careful around mice, or not touch them or touch anything that they have touched. So I had to put him inside because he wasn't listening. But what I was trying to say is that for about a week straight, like I said earlier, that I've been trying to use standard mouse traps in the shed, and it didn't work. You know, I was baiting it 2 to 3 times a day, and within a few hours the bait would be all gone, and they did not set off the mouse traps. So these traps, I bet within 6 hours, probably even less of them being set and in here, I caught 2 right off the bat. But that brings up the hard decision that I didn't really think about yesterday, is these are considered live traps. So the mouse goes in and it closes the door behind it, and then you have a live mouse inside the trap. Whereas a standard mouse trap, it dispatches the mouse as it takes the bait, and you just have to throw away a dead mouse. Well, now I have to deal with a live mouse. One passed away last night inside the trap, probably from stress would be my guess, but the other one is still alive and still moving around quite a bit. So there's 2 decisions. One, you can go relocate the mouse. I could go take it somewhere, but I'm just not doing that. So now I have to dispatch the mouse, which I will not show on camera for obvious reasons, but I'm going to go ahead and take care of the mouse, humanely dispatch it, and then we're going to set these back up. I have a feeling that we're going to catch quite a few more, and I want to see how many we can catch before it starts to really slow down. So once again, these are, let me show you here, these are the Billy Bob catch and release mouse traps. And let me just tell you, I am very impressed with how well they worked. And let me show you in here. There he is right there. It's sad, they're so cute, but they are destructive, and I really just don't want them in my shed or around my house with the kids. And it comes with the territory of having chickens, I get it, but really this is the first time in 2 years we've had a serious issue with them, where there's so many that we're starting to notice it. So I do have to do something to kind of curb the population growth around here. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna go dispatch this, clean up these traps, and I'll catch you guys as I'm gonna reset these traps, and let's see how many more of these we can catch.
The mouse traps that don't have peanut butter on them. Hello.
All right, you guys, we are back for round 2 of the Billy Bob mouse traps. I went ahead and we disposed of the last 2 catches we had. I cleaned up the traps a little bit because I found the peanut butter was just too messy. That mouse smeared it all over inside the trap, and it was just too messy. So yesterday I baited one with peanut butter and one with some Halloween mini cheese balls we had left over from Halloween, and it caught one mouse and it didn't make a mess. So we're gonna use these cheese balls instead, and we're actually gonna run some errands. So I'm gonna get these baited before we go. We'll be back in probably a few hours, and hopefully we'll have a couple more. So Luca's gonna get one ready for us.
Understand?
Okay. So we gotta open this back. Okay. Perfect.
Now it's set it right here. Where you put
Wait.
the last.
This one's backwards.
Oh.
So we just put 3 cheese balls in the back here, and then once I set it down, I'm going to put a few in the front just to entice them to go in. So we're going to get this one set up. Just like that. That's probably a little more than I wanted, but I'm going to go ahead and put this one back over here.
Oh. Wait, you said it's backwards, John?
Just like that. Oh, you got it. Okay, now we're gonna put a few in this one.
I don't know who put one in down.
Okay. Luca's eating the bait already. Okay, and then we're just gonna drop a few in the front of this one also. Okay, now we are set up. Put that back right there. We still have quite a few of these, so I'm gonna stick them
I'm eating them.
up here. Oh, you want to eat them?
Yeah.
Okay, Luca's gonna eat them, he says. But okay, we have 2 traps set up, and I have a feeling we're gonna have 2 more here in a couple hours. So I'll check back in with you guys when we get back and see what we've caught.
Let's go sissing. Halfway.
So there's trap number 1 and trap number 2. You might be wondering about the rat trap. I thought I saw a couple rat droppings in here when I was cleaning out the shed a week or 2 ago, but I really just think it's mice. I don't think we have any rats. I haven't seen any, and they're very destructive and very messy, and I just don't see that kind of mess in the shed. So I think we're just dealing with mice. We're gonna put a little hurting on this population and get them to kind of leave our shed and chicken food alone. I do have actually a bucket with a lid that I need to transfer this food in, so when we get back I may also do that, but for the sake of the video, I want to see how many we can catch. So I'm just letting them do their thing for a little bit and see how many we can catch and get rid of. So we'll check back in here in a couple hours.